withdraw this. How it can be a budget surplus? The way I look at it, it is about 2.493 billion deficit. You are spending more than you are earning your revenues. So I know not what sort of accounting principle is that. Maybe it is David Copperfield, master of illusionist principle of accounting. Madam Speaker, in view of the seriousness of the offence, I'll now call upon Alian Muhammad for Kota Sentosa to immediately and unconditionally withdraw his statements and apologize to our Chief Minister, who is the Minister for Finance.
Clarification. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, done.
I see no justification in withdrawing. Just now, what Yang Berhormat Menteri was saying is that with 5.9 billion allocation for development estimates, for that amount in our operating expenditure, a 3.3 billion was allocated. Therefore, it makes the whole total operating expenditure 5.1 billion, which is 5.3 billion, which is less than the estimate revenue, 5 billion. But Mr. Speaker, we cannot escape from the fact that there was 5.9 billion development estimate. That the administrative asked for. The only reason why in this budget there is 3.3 billion transferred from the consolidated fund account into the development fund account is because on the same day when the Chief Minister, the Right Honourable Chief Minister presented the budget, the second Finance Minister asked in his supplementary budget asked for an additional 1.1 billion to be transferred from the consolidated fund into the development budget, the development fund account. Therefore, the question is, in this sitting alone, there was a total 4.4 billion requested by the administration to transfer from the consolidated fund account into the development fund account. Had there been no supplementary budget, a supplementary supply, requesting for the 1.1 billion transfer, you will be in deficit. The government will be in deficit. That is what I call David Copperfield accounting. You separate the request for transfer of fund by installment. By installment. 2 installment, a staggered request. Firstly, through your supplementary supply, asking for 1.1 billion into your development account, development fund account. Secondly, in the budget, asking for 3.3 billion into your supplement, into the development fund account. This is what we call David Copperfield accounting. This is what we call by transferring the fund from the consolidated fund account in installments, so that the budget itself, taken alone, will be a surplus budget, and ignoring the fact that there will definitely be the need for some supplementary budget or supply for further allocation of money from the consolidated fund account into the development fund account. Mr. Speaker, is that not manipulation of budget principle? Is that not David Copperfield accounting? In the profession of accountants, they call it creative accounting. Creative accounting. And mind you, Mr. Speaker, it is this creative accounting that causes the subprime crisis, financial crisis in US, and which lead to the global financial financial meltdown. So, Mr. Speaker, it's justified for me to say that this is a David Copperfield accounting. And that the fact is that on the same day, why are you asking for supplementary supply to transfer 1.1 billion from the consolidated fund account into the development fund account in the same sitting, in the same meeting, when the Right Honourable Chief Minister was asking for was presenting the budget. Therefore, this is what you are doing. You are spreading out by installment, asking for consolidated fund to be paid into your development fund by installment, so that you can present a surplus budget and looks good. Is it? So there's no reason for me. There's no reason totally for me to withdraw. Stand by what I said. This is a David Copperfield accounting. This is a manipulation of the budget principle of the state. And for the record, Mr. Speaker, Penang government doesn't do their transfer of fund from consolidated fund account into development fund account by installment. They don't resort to such a cheap tactic of Sarawak government just to present a surplus budget. That's my case, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Member for Kota Sentosa, you said on page 49, Hansard, 9 December, you said the budget is a deficit budget. Yes. You said that. Regardless the accounting procedure, you said it's a deficit budget. Deficit by 2 billion. Now,
2.8 billion.
2.8 billion, yeah, 2.8 billion. This supply bill is a bill. And then it states the revenue is 5.547. The expenditure is 5.176. Do you dispute that?
Which one?
Where?
On the mic.
On the bill.
Oh, salah mic. Wrong mic.
On the supply bill, the revenue is 5.547. The expenditure is 5.176. Therefore, is surplus. Do you dispute this bill?
Which document are you referring to? This one?
No, we're talking about command paper.
There's no revenue here.
It's a bill.
There's no revenue here. I'm talking about the budget. Budget. You can refer to other documents.
You are saying
I'm talking about
that
budget.
the Chief Minister is presenting
This is not a
deficit
courthouse
budget.
where you can cross-examine me.
Yeah.
This is not a courthouse. This is the budget that we are debating. You are talking about the bill. It's a different matter. Don't come and all your
This is a bill.
persecution in this house.
Yes.
We are
I've
talking about
explained
the
my case,
supply bill.
Mr. Speaker. I've explained my case. I stand by what I say. This is a David Copperfield budgeting accounting of the state government of Sarawak. You are just transferring the fund in installment to disguise a deficit budget into a surplus budget. That's it. That's my word. And this is what I stand by.
Yeah, David Copperfield is an illusionist.
Yes.
Are you saying this is an illusion?
This blue.
Accounting. No.
Are you saying this is an
No,
illusion?
I didn't say that.
Fish.
Because the Chief Minister presented this. Are you saying? Yeah. Are you saying
No.
what he presented was an illusion?
Mr. Speaker, what I'm saying is that David Copperfield accounting. The way this accounting, the way they present the budget, the way they couch the budget into from a actual deficit budget into a surplus budget, that is an act of David Copperfield.
The issue
I'm not saying that the Chief Minister, the Right Honourable Chief Minister, is a David Copperfield. No, I'm not saying that.
So this is an illusion.
I'm saying the accounting principle that was applied to come to this document is an act of illusion.
So this is an illusion.
No.
You can say whatever you want, but that is what I say. Alright, you can't put words in my mouth. You can't put words
Are
in my mouth.
you ready with the motion? Are you ready with the motion?
No need
I would like to call upon Alian Muhammad, the Dharma Speaker. I would like to call upon Alian Muhammad for Kota Sentosa to immediately and unconditionally withdraw his statement
He stood by already.
Now.
and apologize to our Chief Minister.
Standing Order 32, bracket 4, it shall be out of order to use offensive and insulting language about a member of the Dewan. Standing Order 32, 6. No member shall impute improper motive to any other member or any statement or allegation. Standing Order 32, 12. Any member who makes any statement in the Dewan that deliberately misleads the Dewan deemed to be out of order, to be in contempt.
Done.
Standing Order 40, bracket 3, C, to use objectionable words which he has refused to withdraw. Do you stand? Because if you refuse, I shall name you and the Honourable Minister shall move a motion.
No need.
Mr. Speaker, how many times you want me to say? I stand by what I say.
If that is the case, under Standing Order 40, bracket 4, I
Motion
name.
carried.
Move motion. Move lah.
Now get suspended.
After all,
Is
it's only
for
2 days
the
left.
Minister and the Assistant Minister or the Minister to move a motion to suspend the member from the services of this
Move
House.
lah. Move motion lah.
Then you go and lost Bawa Asam.
Move motion lah.
You stand by, Honourable Member for Kota Sentosa?
Mr. Speaker, how many times you want me to say? I stand by what I say. I have even given you the reason of what I say. All right, if the member for Badawat Asan doesn't want to move a motion, then proceed. If he wants to move a motion, go
That is
ahead.
your DAP principle of accounting.
No, that is
I must
your
say that.
telephone.
That is
Hey, why you
DAP.
switch on my phone?
Phone, microphone.
Why you switch on my
I
microphone?
would like
你口都放
the Dharma Speaker to move a motion that member of Kota Sentosa, in view of the fact that he fails to withdraw the statement he made, he be suspended
懂完了。
immediately.
Suspended for the rest of the session.
For the rest of the session.
Okay. Any seconder?
Tomorrow no need to come.
Any member to second? Member from Berlin? You second?
No.
No, don't.
Now I shall put to the votes. All
Mr. Speaker, is there no debate on that motion?
Ya lah.
Huh?
Understanding Order 40, bracket 4, no debate.
No debate.
No debate.
So whatever
That's why I
you
warn you. I warn you.
So what?
Okay? I put to the votes. All members who are in favor of the member, Honourable Member for Kota Sentosa, be suspended from the services of the Dewan for the rest of the session. Please put your hands up.
You understand accounting or not? You understand what mathematics or not? You understand or not? You understand or not? You don't understand, you don't rest. You don't understand. You don't even understand, you rest. Still.
Aye.
Malu lah.
All members who are against the motion that the member for Kota Sentosa be suspended
Oh,
from the services of the Dewan.
cannot.
Okay.
Wujud
Ali
is not absent, is not voting.
Lousy one today.
收拾书包了，走了。
收拾书包，我们也一起走啊，走啊。
等一下，等一下。
suspend 咗喎。
耶，成功了。
Those in favor
嚟你試啊。
of the motion, 32. Those against, 12. Abstention, 1. Honourable Member for Kota Sentosa